Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's Queen of Hearts readings. I'll be reading for the sign of Gemini from June 2nd through to the 9th of June. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and I get this isn't going to resonate with everyone, but like, subscribe and share my channel, and I'll leave the links in the description box below. Also drop a comment if this does resonate with you and you like it. So the first card I have for Gemini for the masculines is Ace of Swords in reversed, and that's a card that's indicating not to throw your weight around. So when it's upright, it's saying, this is speaking about truth and facts and people speaking the truth. So when the Ace of Swords is reversed, it's saying that there could be someone in your life, or maybe, that makes you feel like you're being lied to and betrayed, and there's some energy that you're struggling, you really don't get on with. And that's what the Ace of Swords is saying. So be mindful, try and discern where people are coming from and actually observe what's going on around you more clearly, more precisely, and then the puzzle pieces will start to fit together. And the Ace of Swords could also mean that you feel like you're being lied to or betrayed, and you don't feel like your voice actually matters. You feel like you're not being heard. So that this is also saying be mindful of the way you speak, because just be careful of how you speak, because someone could actually take it the wrong way. So that's the Ace of Swords in reverse. The next card is the Queen of Wands. That represents a woman that could be in your life if you're asking about a female. The Queen of Wands is someone who feels superior. They feel like they could stab anybody in the back and step on anyone's toes to get where they want. They're vindictive, they're manipulative, and this could also mean that they're the type of person that will use someone else to, if this female is in a relationship, they could be the type of person that will use somebody else to fill in the void, maybe infidelity issues, and so it's representing toxicity. And yeah, they feel superior, they feel like they're above everybody else, they feel like they're the best and no one else actually matters. And the Queen of Wands could be somebody that if something goes wrong in their life, they will blame everyone else for it and they'll bring everyone else down with them. So be mindful of the Queen of Wands, especially with the Ace of Swords and speaking up. If there's a female in your life who's like this or around you, be mindful, because it's saying narcissism, and narcissists aren't really the nicest people to try and get your point across. They simply won't listen because it's all about them. So be mindful of that. And the next card I have is a Devil card in reverse. The Devil card also represents soul connections, but when it's in reverse, it could mean that there's someone karmic around you that is bringing that toxicity. The Devil also means that you're starting to break away from the chains of certain habits, maybe substance abuse, and you're starting to break away from it because you know it doesn't resonate with you anymore. You're sick of it, you can't be bothered dealing with it anymore, and you're starting to free yourself from the chains and from the toxicity around you. the Devil card is also to be careful, because I'm going to say with the Queen of Wands, if this person's a type to seduce someone else, or they're the more dominant female, be careful when the Devil shows up, because all of this could mean someone around you. It doesn't have to be you. It could be another third party or someone else in your life. But the Devil card means that, I guess, this person, if they're more dominant and they're more likely to seduce, be careful. They're going to make you feel uncomfortable doing something you don't want to do. So I'm just going to say that. Just don't go there. Don't go there with that person, because they've got this dark energy around them that doesn't fit, and it's not set. It's not for the highest good to go down that path. So the next one is the High Priestess. That's saying trust your intuition. And the High Priestess is also a female that could be around you in your life, that actually loves you and looks out for you and really cares about you. And so trust them. They're the people that you can actually confide in, because they will give you intuitive advice that's clearly coming from intuition and not ego. This is also saying to tap into your own intuition, as with the new moon energies, we're all waking up and we're all getting new insight. So it's saying stand grounded and trust your own gut, trust the own messages you're getting. Also with the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords reverse, that if you're asking about a health reading, and I'm going to say that it won't resonate with everybody, but the Ace of Swords, when that actually comes up in a health reading, it could mean surgery or an injection that's gone bad. And the only thing that I'm picking up is perhaps if you're thinking of getting a tattoo or something that requires an injection, don't do it. It's bad. It could end up being sepsis or something that it's just not the right time to do, and we're almost coming into Mercury retrograde. So be mindful of what's going on and trust your intuition on everything. It's pertinent. It's important to trust the messages you're hearing at this time. So I'm gonna pull out some clarifying cards for these actually. Okay, what do Gemini men need to know this week? Alright. Boundaries. Okay. So, boundaries and attraction. Boundaries are in reverse, so maybe that's saying that you're actually not setting your own clear boundaries, and it's a reminder too that attraction is also about the law of attraction, where like attracts like. So since new moon energy, everything manifests very quickly. The minute you think a thought, it appears 2 seconds later. So that's saying be really mindful of your thoughts at this time and try and ground and protect yourself. I'm going to pull out. Okay, so I'm going to read for the females for this week. Okay. Alright, Gemini females. So, the Hangman, that is talking about communication. It's also talking about maybe there's something that's not going right in your life, and you're trying to get your own way with things, and you're not. With the Ace of Swords, it's saying that you're not feeling like you're heard, and maybe other people around you you feel like you're being lied to or betrayed. So the Hangman is saying you need to step back, ground yourself, and look at things from a whole new perspective, and try and look at the bigger picture instead of having such a tunnel view on this is how it has to be. That it's okay, have a broader mind. Also, ask the High Priestess, because she might actually help you see things that you're actually not seeing. And this is a intuitive card. So, when you look at things differently, or consider other things that you hadn't thought of, then you'll start to get fresh insight and more awareness. So, the Three of Cups, that could also indicates celebration, partying, going out, socializing heaps. That's a good thing. But if it's saying using alcohol or using other things, or to avoid dealing with a certain situation, then you need to change your perspective. And it's alright. If you're the type of person that is hiding at home and being on your own, then maybe it is a time to celebrate. So that could actually say that it's, it's time to force yourself out of the house, force yourself out of this stuck energy you're feeling in. And if it relates to business, and these two are also saying, take a break from overworking yourself and change your perspective on things. And when you take that break, then you might be able to think a lot clearer. The Hierophant in reverse, that upright, it represents tradition, conventions, institutions. So it still means the same thing in reverse, but if that's also saying that when you're maybe a fresh perspective on things, are saying you need to think outside the box and maybe take an unconventional alternative method to make something work. So that could be in regards to a business or something new you're starting on. And also, if you were thinking that there's a person around you, the Hierophant's also the marriage card, because it's talking about institutions and agreements and all of that. So that's actually indicating it's either you or it's someone else around you. It's saying that they're not a long-term person in your life. Even if you are already married, and that could be the case, it's saying take an unconventional method and try and communicate your needs in a different way. Try and think outside the box and try and make something work. But generally, that means that if there's a person you're thinking about marrying, it might not actually work. So sorry to give you that advice. But the Judgment card, when that's upright, that actually means resurrecting from a situation, rising from a bad situation and letting go. But when that's reversed, it's saying that you're still stuck in a situation. Maybe there's things you don't want to see, there's things you're blocking out, you're refusing to see them because of certain reasons. So the Hangman is also saying don't be hung up on the situation, don't be frustrated because something in your life isn't working. It could be to do with finance. That could also mean to do with lawsuits or something legally. But just be grounded and try not to make any decisions at this time. And sometimes being stuck is a good thing because you're not meant to decide. So, I'll pull out some more clarifying cards for Gemini females for this week. Okay, abundance. Alright, it's in abundance is in reverse, so it's saying that don't make any serious business decisions right now, or any particular major decisions about finance right now. Stay still and try and change your perspective and get all the facts right before you sign any sort of agreement. And so with that, I'm going to use a Romance Angel deck as well. do Gemini females need to know? Romantic feelings. Alright, no, it's not working. They're all in reverse, so free yourself. That's also saying free yourself. So, I guess it's saying, look at what these cards mean, and maybe you do have romantic feelings, and that's okay, but try and free yourself and direct everything towards yourself at this time until the dust settles and until the situation things. And it's saying again, change your perspective and also celebrate. But the new moon is a good time to manifest things, so figure out exactly what you want in your life. And yeah, so it's alright. It's all, you know, even that could just mean self-love and know your work, know your worth, and believe that you're worthy to have these feelings for people.